athletes, and parents. Our coaching staff has put together this video to welcome you to Huddle, our new video system. After months of testing the different systems available for coaching staffs to use in evaluating and breaking down film, we've found what we believe is a perfect product. Huddle is perfect for us in part because the video access that our players will get through this system. The system runs entirely online, and we believe that will allow our players greater access to film that can help them become better players. Please use this tutorial video to set up your account and to kind of familiarize yourself with the site itself. Huddle can be accessed simply by typing in www.HUDL.com. Huddle spelled H-U-D-L. This website is very simple and easy to use, but I want to walk you through some of the main pages and the main things that you'll need to familiarize yourself to be able to use the website the way we intend for it to be used. Within the next coming days, if you haven't already, you'll be receiving an email, an invitation from Huddle to an email address that was provided to us by the players. You'll be receiving this email that will be an invitation to Huddle. You simply log in to accept the invitation using the password that you were given. The email will say that the account has been created for them, and you'll use that email address and password to log in the upper right hand corner of the Huddle main page. Once you have logged in, you have the ability to change your password and any of your personal settings by clicking on My Account, which is located in the upper right hand corner of the screen. After clicking on My Account, you have an opportunity to edit or add any picture that you have of yourself, any name information, cell phone as well as cell carrier, email, and then you may reset your password by using the password assigned by Huddle and then simply inputting the new password. Please use a password that you will remember, because the coaches expect each of our athletes to use Huddle many times throughout the summer and the season. So it's important that you select something that's both safe and secure, but also something that you're going to remember and be able to use from here on out. Once you've changed your password, please return to the main page by clicking on the Huddle icon located in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. That takes you to the overview page. The overview page is the main screen that allows you to navigate through the website. This page also shows you recent activity by your teammates and coaches. The page directs you to 3 different places. The most important screen for you is what's known as the dashboard. Here on the overview page, you can see boys varsity football being the sport is highlighted, and underneath you have 3 options. We want to select the dashboard option. Once you've selected the dashboard option, you're brought to this new page. The dashboard operates similar to a Facebook page. On this page, you'll see any updates that your teammates have made to their profiles. You'll also see if or when video has been shared by your coaches and is available to you or to your other teammates to watch. On the left-hand side of the screen, you'll also see a header for athlete tutorials, and they have some of their own video tutorials that can help you further familiarize yourself with the system. But we'll get back to those later. I encourage you to go back and look through the directions and the tutorials provided once we have finished with this little seminar. As you look at the dashboard page, you see listed boys varsity football, Milton High School, and it shows all of the recent activity. You can see that some video has been added, as well as some of the players' profiles. We took available pictures and added in an attempt to test the system for you. The next step that we want to take is we want to find our highlights page. If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you see, again, dashboards, highlights, and library, the same 3 tabs that appeared on the overview page. The highlights page is a team-focused page that highlights information and video for our entire team. By simply clicking on the highlights tab, I'm taken immediately to the highlights page. Underneath our logo and name, the video screen appears and immediately begins playing video clips that have been tagged as team highlights for the current season. Some of these clips were added based on last year's season and were just set up as a test so that we could begin to, as coaches, to learn the system and to try to use it, to the best of our ability. You can see that this starts playing automatically. If the video does not start playing for you, you will be encouraged to download Microsoft Silverlight. You simply follow the on-screen directions. Underneath the team highlight video, if you continue to scroll down, you will see the game schedule underneath the highlights. The game schedule is followed by a team roster. Clicking on any name on the team roster opens a profile page for that athlete. We have gone in and added the roster for next season's football program based on the athletes that have already registered or expressed interest in playing. Once you've been recognized and you've received your invite, that means you should have a profile. Let's look at the profile page that I have created by clicking on the very last profile on here, which is an individual or profile that I have named as Test Person. Each profile page can be updated by the athlete that has been assigned that profile. The profile automatically opens to that athlete's individual highlight page. The only athletes that will appear on the profile are plays that have been marked by the coach or the athlete. As you can see, I marked a few random plays from last season for this test profile that I created. Immediately the clips begin to play, and these are there for viewing for anybody that accesses your page. You can also see that it has the name I created at the top, as well as an image that I selected based on one of our previous players. Athletes will also need to update their information on their profile. You can start this process by clicking on the tabs on the left-hand side of the screen. First, we'll look at the Athletics tab. By simply clicking on Athletics to the left side of the video screen, we are brought to a new page. Simply update the information by typing in the boxes beneath each category. Underneath Vitals, it lists height, and it's giving me this gold box. I simply type in any height for my potential athlete. So I'll list this individual as being 6 foot 2 inches. It asks for weight. We'll list him as being 220 pounds. It has a place for you to go in and add speed and agility information. For instance, you can see a 40-yard dash time has already been put in for this athlete. To change it, if I were to improve on that time over the course of the season, to change it, I would simply go in, click, make the needed change, and click out of that box, and it immediately updates it for me. There are other fields available outside of what is shown. You can simply click on the Add Another Field button, and it provides a drop-down screen where you can input all the information. Most of the information that you can have for speed and agility are the items or the events that we will test during our still talent testing at the end of the summer. So you will be able to go back and add this information at that time. If you have any recent information from a combine, from a track meet, or from any other trustworthy source, you could always add that information as well. Please note that your coaches expect you to be honest when updating your profile. If we find erroneous information on your profile, we will update the profile, correct it, and ban you from changing your own information. We want to be honest and trustworthy when we send our information out to the public. So we ask you to please be wise and post appropriate marks. You'll also see that there's a place where you can add information for strength. You simply input your max for the different lifts. You can they give you the opportunity to add power clean and deadlift as well. Once you have all that information added, the bottom of your athletics page lists your jersey number, which has been assigned by your coaches, and the position that has been assigned by your coaches. Any achievements and awards can be added at the bottom by simply clicking on the gold box at the bottom, typing in the awards you received, and hitting enter or clicking out of it. If you would need to add another award, you simply click on the Add Another button. At that time, you're able to add any information that you wanted to appear on your profile. Once you've completed your athletics page, let's move on to the academics page. Again, your coach is required to use accurate information for the academics page as well. Update your most recent GPA and class rank information. You will always be able to change or edit your profile, so there is no need to list false information on your profile. If your grades improve, you improve it on the website. Looking here at the academics page for this test profile I've created, it gives me an opportunity to input a GPA. as well as a class rank. If you do not know your class rank information, you can get that from your counselor. If you're a sophomore or freshman, maybe a junior, that's not information that's going to be very important right now. As you move into the second semester of your junior year moving forward, that information is going to become more readily available and a little bit more important as you start preparing for the college process. Same thing, there's a place for you to input your SAT and ACT score. If you have not taken those tests, leave them blank. It is not a problem. Once you do take the test, or whether you take one or both, you simply go back, input your scores, and move on. There's a place for you to list your potential major, something that you feel you may be interested in moving forward in college. It allows you to list multiple majors if you're just undecided. There's a preferred geographic region. If your family is originally from the Northeast and you envision yourself going back there, it gives you an opportunity to place that. That helps recruiters understand that this is a part of the country that this individual is interested in moving to, living in, and possibly seeking a college future. At the bottom, you'll notice there's also a place for non-sports activities, honors, and awards. As a coaching staff, we very much encourage you to be smart about what you place in that activity. Unlike a Facebook page where you think things are a joke and sometimes it's nice to put something funny, take this seriously. This is a tool that can be shared with anybody and everybody. It's not something that's password protected. Anybody will be able to access this. So we want to treat it seriously. Once you have updated this information, please click on the tab labeled Contact. This information on this page is not available to the public and can only be seen by your coaches and the college recruiters that we share your profile with. Please add any information that you feel comfortable sharing with your coaches and potential recruiters. This is the information that will allow colleges to perhaps send you mail, contact you by phone or email. At the bottom, there will be updated contact information for our coaching staff so that the college recruiters would always know who to contact. Every individual has this profile and has the right to place this information on there. Once you have a profile, all of this information is available and ready to be updated by any athlete. Once that's done, as athletes begin approaching the recruitable stage in their career, by simply clicking a button, our coaching staff can forward this information out to any college coach in the country that has internet access. So having accurate information on your contact page will allow them a much easier avenue for contacting you rather than sending mail sometimes directly to the school. Now they can send it to your home. Now they have your telephone number. Once you have filled in all of the contact information, please return to the top of the screen and select the Library tab located along the top bar. This screen allows you to access any film that has been shared with you. Most of your library is condensed when first opened. To access available video, you must open the category that you're interested in. Clicking on the plus sign opens up each category to show if anything is inside. So by clicking on this plus sign next to the 2010-2011 season header, it opens up to show me all of the games that were played in that season. If I open the Northview game from the 2011 season, it will show me if there is any game footage available or practice footage or opponent scout film available for that game. Once you see this list of games, you simply click on the individual game that you're interested in and look to see if there's any video that's available that has been shared with you. Inside the Other Items category, I have access to a playlist that was shared with me. To open this particular video, I simply place a check mark inside the box next to the title of the video. The video and all corresponding information will then load for me to watch. From that point, I can simply use the video controls to watch the film. Simply by using the play button, the pause or rewind buttons located here just beneath the video screen, I'm able to watch the film as needed. As you get yourself familiar with these buttons, you learn some rewind slowly, others rewind at a much quicker pace, and by pressing the circle button it will replay from the original start point. You can also pause the film. Notice down at the bottom of the screen all of the play information that the coaches have input in the system is available for me to see. So for instance, on this particular film it shows me what type of play it was, the offensive formation that we were in, and the play call. because that is the information that the coaching staff has chosen to share with this particular video. There are other features for you to utilize while watching the video. By clicking on the menu button underneath the video screen, I'm now presented with different viewing options. For example, I can select the video to loop automatically, as it is set now, or to move on to the next clip after each play by selecting Play Clip Once. After selecting Play Clip Once, the film will automatically scroll to the next play. If I have the setting on Loop Current Clip, it will continue to play the same play over and over again until I'm satisfied and have seen that film enough. To manually move to the next play, I simply go down to the bottom to the information panel and click on the next play. Next to each play, there's a small circular button with a triangle. By clicking that triangle or play symbol, it moves forward to the next play and displays that information for me as well. If I were needed to move to a specific play further down in the video, I simply scroll down on the information panel, select that play, and it begins to operate again on its own. Another option for moving from clip to clip is using the right and left or the next and previous buttons in the bottom right hand corner of the video screen. By simply clicking once, it takes you back to the previous clip, and you may roll through the clips using this method as well. Another option I have for viewing is to view the film in full screen. Again, in the bottom right hand corner, by clicking on the full screen tab, it expands the video to take up the expanse of the computer screen. The controls work the same. Now you're limited in the information you may see about the play, but that information is included in the upper right hand corner of the screen where you can see it. Down at the bottom again, I have my controls. I can watch each play. I can forward to the next play. I can pause it. I can rewind slowly. I can rewind quickly. I can loop the play to start over again. If I wanted to set it to play clip once, I can go back to my menu screen just as I did or could have done from the original screen. If you're an athlete that maybe plays linebacker or lineman and you only want to see the tight copy of the film, underneath the menu you have an opportunity as for which angles are available, and you can select which ones you watch. If you only desire to watch the tight film, you simply take the check mark out of wide and it shifts automatically to the tight. To go back to the wide, simply click again and it directs you back to the wide version. By hitting the escape button, it takes you back to where you can see the video screen as well as the information panel on the bottom of the original screen. Another great advantage to Huddle is that you can mark your own highlights. When you see a play that you believe is highlight worthy, you simply make sure that the correct play is highlighted by the blue mark in the information panel, and then click on the gray star just to the left of the play number. By clicking on the gray star, it will turn gold and you will be notified that this clip has been added to your highlights on your profile page. To remove it from your highlights, you simply go back to the star that is now gold, select it again, it turns back to gray and removes itself from your highlight reel. These highlights will now appear on your profile page. Once you've created your profile and marked highlights, it can be viewed by anyone with internet access. Our coaching staff also has the ability to send your profile and game film to college coaches. Plays that you mark for highlights will appear on the package that we send to these coaches. You can also share your profile with friends and loved ones by sending them the URL in a personal email. Our staff is excited about the addition of Huddle to the program, as this will allow us to share both game and practice film with our players to watch at home. We expect you to use Huddle to improve your knowledge of the game as well as your knowledge of our opponents. You will soon begin receiving shared playlists of game films and practice films from your coaches. Take advantage of this great tool and study the film. Also remember to go back and watch some of the tutorials available on the dashboard page. Huddle has several amazing features that might suit you. There is a Huddle app available for iPad owners, and anyone with a PS3 or Xbox can use our wireless remote to control the video on any Bluetooth-capable computer. Be sure to get the most out of this service. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Coach DeWeese or Coach Estes with any questions about the video system. Thank you.